It's Monday, Ben.
We'll open it up straight to questions, guys.
Coaches Arkansas have a 500 record in conference play and equal to your record in regular season. They're expecting a very tough challenge. What do you expect?
Expecting a tough challenge. They've won 4 in a row in conference. They've got a really talented team. 3 of the best guards in the league, and they're going to be well prepared. They got a great coach and Coach Musselman, and we know that games in conference right now at this point of the season in February, they're all hard. And so, we need to be at our best, and I think we're playing in a great pace and great rhythm right now, and want to continue that.
The closer you get to March, the tougher it gets.
Yes, that's usually how it is, and that's that's when you want to be playing your best. At this point, you want to be starting to get your legs really under you and playing in a nice rhythm.
When the season starts or before the season starts, coaches tend to have mile markers of where they expect to be at certain points in the season. Do you feel like you got your guys on where you want to be at this point in the season?
I think we're heading the way we want to be playing. I think it's evident in terms of how we're defending. How quickly we're playing, changing ends, and trying to take advantage of our opportunities when they present themselves.
Breaking counsel for them, he's second in the SEC in scoring. Just what challenges does he present?
It's a tough matchup. Like I said, those 3 guards are, they're playing 30-plus minutes a game, and they all bring their own talents and abilities to the table. Ricky Council is certainly one of those guys that on any given night can go off for 30. We have a great challenge in terms of trying to contain him, and Devontae Davis has been playing ridiculously hit in those last 4 games, as well as Anthony Black.
With Anthony Black, what makes him such a unique matchup, I guess?
6'7" point guard, 200-pound guard that can really pass the ball, has a great feel for the game, and they put him in position so he can have success.
With Cason Wallace, how have you seen him maybe evolve from a leadership standpoint from back in the fall to right now, especially from a verbal kind of vocal aspect?
He's early on in the season he wouldn't say a lot. He would just listen, like good leaders do, and as he's gotten more comfortable in terms of his own role on the team, being able to communicate and talk with their teammates and share his leadership has been something that this team has needed. And he's stepping up and he's maturing, and that's part of his growth.
Is that kind of natural for obviously some of the early Cal teams when you were here, it was a lot of freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of natural for a guy to come in as a freshman and look at all these older guys who've been playing college basketball before and maybe defer, or, as you said, listen?
Yeah. It's that's normal for freshmen, and particularly when you have a lot of upperclassmen, which we do. And so, but his voice is needed as well, and it's impactful and important.
Coach Golden said the other night after the game, watching you guys on film, he thought you'd improved in defending the pick and roll. Do you agree with that? And if so, where do you feel like you've improved in that area?
Yeah, obviously part of it is the head at the point of focus in the pick and roll, which is at the point guard and at the 5-man. And both of those guys have really improved in terms of where we want to be at in our pickup points, fighting over it, communicating, and sticking to our schemes and what we want to try to do when we're attacking the pick and rolls. So. Still a work in progress. We still have to continue to get better, but we've gotten better.
Coach, can I back up to Saturday's game? You had 3 guys that come off the bench and played really well for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your starters, especially Asst and Antigua, not particularly putting up the numbers that we're accustomed to seeing?
He did have 15 rebounds.
Yeah, but he did. Well, I
Yeah, and we still managed to score 70-plus points. I think it's a testament to the team when 2 of your starters, 2 of your main leading scorers don't reach their averages, but it gives an opportunity for other guys to step up. And, obviously it was great to see CJ play the way he did. Guys that came off the bench, Chris, Chris played unbelievable, but Damian coming off the bench gave us a lot of great minutes, a lot of energy. So I thought as a team collectively, we showed what we needed to show to try to get the win.
You feel like there might be more consistency with you guys coming off the bench, or are you satisfied with the consistency you're getting?
I think we got to continue to stay consistent. It's still a long season yet, and we want to continue to play the way we've demonstrated that we can play, to play to our capacity, and we're getting there.
Physically, where do you feel like you all have made the biggest strides, and where do you feel like there's an improvement is needed?
Physically,
Yeah.
I think as the season has gone on, we've gotten into a great rhythm in terms of what we determine we need to do for this team in terms of controlling the glass, not only when Oscar's not rebounding the ball, but when other teammates have to step in and rebound. Oftentimes he's getting double teamed and triple teamed, and teams are sending 3 and 4 guys to the glass. So there's opportunities for other guys to be physical in terms of our tags, in our pick and roll defense and being in, and those kind of things.
What kind of challenge is that for young guys in particular where they're more finesse and try to emphasize being more physical, more aggressive?
It's part of playing in the SEC. So, we talk about it from the beginning of the year. That's the great part of some of the non-conference games that we play. Those are high-level games that you have to kind of be physical in. And by the time you get into February, you want to see the growth in your team in terms of those areas, and we're doing those things.
Damian has continued to improve. What do you think has been key in flipping the switch for him as he continues to play better and better as the season goes on?
I didn't hear the first part of your question.
Damian's continued to improve lately. Just what do you think? What have you seen out of him that's continued to have him improve?
You know what? Damian's coming in and giving us great energy, lively body, quick hands, his athleticism, and just his presence in the minutes that he gets a chance to play has been great for our team. Obviously, understanding everything that he's been through this year. So I think that's been really uplifting for Damian, and it's been for our team as well.
You ever know pitfalls, backsets, and growth into the SEC basketball? How do you feel? Do you feel that CJ is kind of settling into consistent role?
Yeah, CJ's great. I mean, everybody's expectation of CJ, and CJ's expectation is obviously to be this knockdown shooter. But what CJ brings to our team is so much more than just being a shooter. The way he moves the ball, his defensive IQ, his passing ability, all those things as a basketball player. He's a really, really good basketball player. And when he's making shots, he makes him that much more dangerous. And obviously, we all want him to be making shots. And CJ's dealt with his injuries and getting his rhythm and all those kind of things. And it was good to see him shoot the ball and make some shots this last game. But he's such more valuable than just making shots for us.
Orlando, I see you were in a Monday sweatshirt. Does that have a significance? Does that have anything to do with winning days and stacking days?
You just got to win today, that's all.
Is that why you wear
And today is Monday.
So it's kind of like something your wife laid out for you to make sure you knew what day it was?
You know what? That's probably a good reason why she might have laid it out, so I don't forget.
But is
No.
everybody wearing a Monday sweatshirt?
No. It just happened to be what I grabbed out of the wardrobe this morning.
What did you think of Chris's energy to start the game the other night, just tipping balls? It seemed like he was kind of all over the place. And how much of an adjustment is that for a guy who's always been, kind of the guy on his team to come in and find a role?
That was huge for our team. He kept a lot of those 50-50 balls that wind up going our way, he was in the middle of. He was involved with. He was the first to the floor. And that just sets a tone, and particularly in the first minutes of the game. It just sets a tone in terms of how we want to play. And some of that stuff doesn't get into the stat sheet, but when we sit and we watch the film, we understand how valuable that is to our team. And it has to continue. And he can't be the only one that is doing that. But that becomes contagious because now he's diving, now Jacob is diving, now Severe is diving, now Kaysen is diving. Now we got to get Oscar to dive.
With Jacob, he's gotten 3 double-doubles in the last 6 games. Was there any added, importance of him grabbing more boards, helping out with Oscar and that end?
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob is, he's such a good player, and he's got so many levels to his game that we need all levels of his game to be on point. He's playing a lot of minutes, so he's got to mix it up. He's got to continue to rebound. He's got to continue to produce and attack the basket. And then we're asking a lot of him to defend a lot of times some really good players. So I just think he's finally falling into a great rhythm in terms of what is expected of him and what he's capable of. And he's capable of so much more.
Coach, do you have any anecdotal stories you can tell us about Eric Musselman as a coach or as an individual?
No, I just know he's a coach's coach, man. He's been in the industry, obviously, for a lot of years. Does a great job, got a lot of respect for him. We both had the chance to coach in the FIBA tournaments in the past, and just got a lot of respect and a lot of admiration for him and the staff.
With your second stint with Cal, how is he any different now than you were before?
He is as determined and as passionate about winning and about our kids as he's ever been. So in that regard, no. It's just, and that's refreshing to continue to see. You're at any place for a long period of time and you feel like, yeah, you've accomplished so much. And nah, he still is as hungry and as driven and as passionate about the young men that we get a chance to help impact each day as he's ever been.
Anything else for Orlando?